What up? What up? Happy Monday, boys and girls. Shout out to Dante, the co host. Big ol' head on the main screen. You love to see it. This is episode 109, February 2nd. Dante, great to see you, bud, up in Cold County, USA, aka Wyoming. Great weekend of sports. UFC, college basketball, NFL. I'm sure your NASCAR boys were spinning around in circles. We got NHL live bet. Shout out to Pride Night for the Avs. They came out swinging 0-1. We're live tracking. We're live betting. You know the vibes. This is Crew Talk Sports. Dante, great weekend. Okay weekend. You're down massive units. I know you are because I am too. The UFC and boxing parlay wasn't enough, dude. That 0-5 Saturday in college basketball, bro, was such a kick in the nuts, dude.
Well, I didn't listen to you Saturday night, so that helped a little bit. Wyoming beat CSU, and you were on the CSU money line and the over. I think they scored a combined 100 points, maybe. So, cold weekend for Trillo bets, but you're still up, so it's not all bad. Had a good little UFC hit.
Yeah, UFC and shout out to Gerald. UFC was a clean slate. I will say the parlay was sexy. Um, we'll go over the card, the mini card. I will, if you will. But yeah, it was an okay weekend. Started off Sparty getting obliterated at home. Shout out to them for fighting back. Let's get straight into the college basketball, and we'll talk UFC. We got NFL breaking news. Yeah, NHL. Keep your eyes peeled on the apps. Let's go. So, Dante, first things first. Sparty, Michigan. I want to tell you that right now. Watch the whole game. Michigan is elite, bro. They got elite guard play. They got scorers. Sparty at home, tough place to win. They're down 17, as much as 17. They fought back. They took the lead late. Michigan just had too many people that could score, bro. They really did. So shout out to Michigan for getting a big dub at the Breslin. Sparty's got a huge game against Illinois, who's looking like one of the hottest teams in basketball too.
Just beat Nebraska.
Yep, Nebraska dropped 2 straight, and Trillo Vets bet them on both times. Yeah, a couple upsets. So Arizona, Miami, Ohio are still the only undefeated teams. Kansas beat BYU. Couple, I think that's number 1 and 2 picks. DeBranca, 17 points. Peterson, 18 points. Have you been following? I know KU's on right now. Following the Peterson show of what they're doing. He doesn't play the whole game, dude. He's got like hamstring issues, and like I think his family's now involved, meaning like they're like, yeah, like he's not going to play overtime. Like he's not playing extended minutes, which I get it because he's the number 1 pick and he is elite, bro. Like when he's out there, he's fucking legit. So it sucks for KU. But
It's hard to bet on Kansas because you don't know what games he's going to be playing in or how much he's going to be playing. So,
yes.
like a couple weeks ago, I bet on him. He didn't even play at all, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" So you can't trust it, and he won't play in the March Madness if they make it because these kids don't care. He's going to the NBA. He needs to get his 1 year done, and he'll be out.
He's potentially the number 1 pick, and I don't blame any team that grabs him. DeBanzo, 17 points. He looks good too. He shot 50%, man. I just think that there's so many college basketball teams, man. Iowa State, aka Trillo Bets, needs to quit fucking fading them. Bro, I'm grabbing 21-point spreads, and they're obliterating teams. Yeah, shout out Joe
30-1 run in that
30-1 run. Have you ever seen that before?
No, and yeah, we had him. I had him plus CU plus 20. I was like, "You kidding me? You give him a 3-point run, dude?
I know
they're legit. Iowa State's legit.
I know, man. It's sad. UCF upsets Texas Tech Saturday. Texas Tech right now playing Kansas, up by 6. Trillo Bets is on Texas Tech. Other one, Kentucky upsets Arkansas. Coach Cal hated losing that. He was at home. SEC is a shit show. Florida 100, Bama 77. Funny story about this one. Trillo Bets on the under 177.5. Dude, what a
Never bet an
sweat.
Alabama under.
Dude, it hit. It hit by half a point. Shout out to the kicker. But yeah, dude, I think the winning team of the weekend's got to be Illinois. 78-69 Nebraska. Wagler, point guard, elite. We talked about him last week. He had 28 points. This dude in the second half just takes over games. Chilabets loves elite point guard play. That's what I'm telling you, dude. Michigan's a problem. They have Cadeau, whatever the fuck. Cadeau. He's a stud. Sparty could not defend him. So yeah, I'm liking Michigan a lot. I told you I liked them earlier in the year. I watched them first time I really like sat down and watched them. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be a tough out, dude. They're big inside. They have a 7 foot white dude who just
Yes.
was bodying Sparty. I will say, Sparty, man, well, they got this dude Cooper who's so fucking hard to watch, man. He gets turnovers just by the goofiest shit, man. Like rebound off his head out of bounds. It happens every game at the worst fucking moments, dude. Like, and then you got he'll go miss like 2 free throws. Like, it's just he's so untimely. There's a couple people at Sparty where I'm like, I cannot wait for this motherfucker to get out of here. He's one of them. What else? Yeah, so Illinois, Florida, UCF, Kentucky, uh, North Carolina was up by 32. Did you see this run that they had? They're
No.
up 32 against Syracuse today. There was a 42-10 run by Syracuse. Dude, they were down by as much as 6. So I know somebody better live bet out there, sickos. But yeah, other than that, man, we got 6 weeks till March Madness. You got to lock in. You really do. So I've been
Yes.
producing these five picks a week or a day. They'll keep coming. What am
Speaking
I,
of college
17-11?
basketball, real
What do you
quick
got?
shout out to my Wyoming Cowboys. I was boots on ground for the game against CSU Saturday night, and just an electric uh basketball environment. It was the biggest attendance that Wyoming's had for a basketball game in like 12 years. Nice, really good crowd. They wore their special like state pride jerseys, but that's the cool thing about some of these like rivalries in college basketball. Both teams are, 3-7 in conference.
Not too much going on. Let's jump into UFC. Chilabets hits the parlay. Volkanowski wins. I would say potentially he wins 5-0. Maybe you could give a round or two to Diego. Volk is legit. He's saying basically anybody else is next. Like, it don't matter. I agree. It don't matter. I think the most impressive fight of the night was Ruffy. Shout out to the fighting nerds out in Brazil. Beats Faziev by KO. Uh, Crazy striking performance, man. He looked really good. I just think with him at that weight class, too many people can take him down. You saw Benoit Saint Denis take him down, just fucking submit him. Faziev not in his game plan to take him down, but it's hard to get Faziev out of there, and he fucking knocked his ass out. A big KO. I mean, Gaethje couldn't knock out Faziev, so that's an impressive, very impressive fight there. Benoit Saint Denis KOs Dan Hooker. I don't know. Dan Hooker might be done. Shout out to Gerald. But yeah, overall, kind of a boring card. I will say, Paramount Plus, by the way, there is a way to get rid of the ads. So
Yes.
you got to click down to like the corner view or whatever. So once I did that, it makes it much more enjoyable. You can watch. There's no commercials, and you watch the cornermen where they're just yelling at the fighters the whole time, which is great. There's a couple fighters that I was like, "What the fuck?" Cody Brundage.
You
I
have
don't
to pay
know.
more for that?
No, it's just an option. You go down and
Okay.
click it. Cody Brundage, shout out to him, man. We met him at the Fox betting show. Uh, Cut. I think he might get cut, dude. I feel bad for him. Also, Finney, my God, horrible look there. Horrible look, and he's such a shit brickhouse too. You just wish that he would have. He looked horrible too. He didn't even look like a UFC fighter. I was texting Gerald. I'm like, cut this guy, cut that guy. I think at one point I went 0-3 on the fight, so I was like, that's it. I can't. I was just putting like fivers. I'm like, fuck it. Finney, Brundage, the next fucking guy.
Just the wrong
Lose,
side
lose,
of every one
lose.
of them.
Just losing. And I'm talking losing like I didn't have a second of the fight that I was winning. But yeah, I don't know if you got eyes on that UFC. Volkanovski, dude, has one of the best walkout songs, dude. In Australia too. Like the vibes were elite Saturday because of him. He's out there singing it. The whole fucking country of Australia is
He
singing it.
he
It
was
was
definitely the
legit.
lock of the weekend. Like you said, at home country fight. I mean, that was we should have known that for sure. I mean, obviously I picked him to win. I didn't. My parlay did not hit, so I didn't trail bets. I should have. My mistake there. But I did catch the main card. Good fight.
I
Uh,
told you I told you got to parlay the boxing and the UFC because they both hit. And that's what I ended up doing. I ended up combining them. It was like plus
right.
750. So Chillo just locks it in, bro. College basketball, I do think I might be 0-3 right now. So there's that. But I need you to start putting, I was thinking about it. I need you and Ev and Gerald to start putting nuts on table because Saturday, right? So I'm popping out these 5 picks every week, right? Shout out to Jordan for moving the vacuum there. So I'm putting my nuts on the table here, exposing myself. Saturday, I'm like going ice fishing. I'm doing it from my phone, which is hard because I have a spreadsheet and I'm like cross analyzing it with ChatGPT on this bot that I created. And then it goes 0-5 while I'm on the lake. I'm putting nuts on table. You guys are out here just fucking, oh, I don't know what I'm betting, fucking this and that. You guys need to start streamlining. I want you to start putting nuts on table for NASCAR, where it's
Yes.
like, and I'm not saying you got to pick a winner. I'm saying like, hey, every fucking race, I'm gonna pick 3 fucking things. Top tens is what you should do. Top fives, top tens. I hit a golf parlay, some fucking how random. But that's what you need to do. Nuts on table. We want to start tracking nuts on table.
I
If
thought
you need
we
help tracking your bets, I will Chillo track your bets.
I thought we had a pretty good parlay going yesterday. So we were talking some soccer. I picked CU money line over TCU. They won by 27.
Yeah.
We had Juventus. We had PSG in there. Money lines. They both hit. It all came down to the Nuggets. And what happens when I bet on the Nuggets? They lose. So
Okay, yeah. I wanted to get into the NBA. So goddamn fucking OKC, by the way, dude, was so hot from the three. It,
yes,
it was to the point
draining
where
everything.
Denver couldn't, like, I didn't know whether to get mad at the Nuggets for not playing defense or just being like, my God, they were shooting 50% at one point from three. Jokic is still kind of lingering injury. Jamal Murray went 1 for 8 for three. It was just like when you play an elite team like OKC, I know they didn't even have Jalen Williams out there, but you got to be on, and they were not on.
Was not
Like,
an A game from the Nuggets.
well, I knew I was fucked too because I was like, how in the world does Jokic points, rebounds, and assists not be at 44? Fucking course, that's why limited minutes, right? Just God,
We
stupid,
should have known he was going
stupid,
to go all
stupid.
out for Serbian Heritage Night the night before, a couple nights
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
And
yeah. We got to
this
be more prepared.
Jamal Star, that's pretty cool. Jamal Murray making
Yeah,
an
well, I
All-Star.
know. I was thinking Jamal's gonna fucking, he's gonna be a badass here and tough it out. No, not toughing it out. Abs still tied up or losing 1-0. But real quick, NBA. So the Western Conference, I wanted to ask you. So what is concerning Dante, aka what is your nickname? Dante, aka unit down massive units.
we'll, we'll
But
hit the
my
think tank.
yeah. Shout out to somebody comment. We need a nickname for Dante. Um, what's more concerning to you? The Western Conference for the NBA, like as a Nuggets fan, meaning you have OKC, obviously they're trouble. The Spurs look great. Houston, they're a fucking problem. T Wolves, you know Ant goes fucking mega mine against us. Lakers, I'm throwing them in there just for shits and tits. Or the Avs goalie situation. I say this because they've given up 7 goals like 3 times this in January. Like, what's more concerning? The strength of the Western Conference for the Nuggets or the Avs goaltending, knowing that, like, in my opinion, it's an easier path for the Avs is there, but the problem is the goaltending. Or would you say the Nuggets as a slaughterhouse of the Western Conference? Like, I don't. What's tougher in your opinion, or what do you lose sleep? More so as a Denver fan. Yeah,
Team to beat Jokic. You know what I mean? Like the NBA is evolving, and they know that's how they're going to beat the Nuggets. Is you're going to shut down Jokic. They're scratching him. He's all bruised. Looks like he just boxed.
dude, I know.
Avs. One of those games they gave up 7 goals was their third string goalie. So that's just kind of how hockey is. They get in these weird stretches when it matters most. What we saw the shutout this weekend, right, versus the Red Wings. So
Yeah,
I got confidence that Avs can pull it together. Weird thing because the Olympics coming up this month, the Avs only play 5 games in February, so they'll be well rested. Versus the
yeah,
Nuggets, like you're hurt, you can't. They're not really getting healthy all at the same time. Hopefully, they do at the end of the season when it really matters. But still,
yeah.
they're going to be in a weird spot seating wise where they're not going to have an easy path as like I think Oklahoma City might have the easiest path.
Well, yeah, you want to be that. You want to obviously be the 1 seed. I think that's kind of not going to be in the Nuggets' reach. 2, 3 seed, they're right there. They're currently in the 3 seed, but I honestly don't. I don't think I'd be scared of Houston, man. I really don't. I
No.
think you think that'd be a 6 game series that you could win. I don't necessarily want the T Wolves. If there was
Yeah.
somehow we could get the Lakers, obviously that's ideal. The Spurs and OKC, like Christ. So that's why you got to avoid that 7, 8 seed. Obviously, you have the playing game down there too, which fucking will obliterate those teams. But yeah, I think the seeding for the Western Conference is going to be critical for the Nuggets. Like it's almost like go all in and secure that 2 seed. Then you'll play OKC in the Western Conference Championship. I mean, they're so tough to beat. I mean, they're also tough to fucking watch. Like it's hard. I was watching the Michigan State game and I couldn't even bitch about the refs, to be honest with you, just because like they don't call as many fouls. Then you watch the Nuggets last night, and you're like, "Fuck me, dude! This is his 15th free throw, Shea, right?" And he just is doing the kick out, flop around, dick around, and it's just tough for me to watch, man. I'm
It's
not
hard to
saying,
watch college basketball and NBA in the same weekend because then you watch they're two extremes on the fouling. And NBA, everything's a foul. It just gets out of hand. All they're doing is shooting free throws. The last 5 minutes of the game takes 30 minutes. So
yeah.
it's just the NBA product, though.
I will say college basketball is starting to get there towards the end of the games, like more so. Like, fuck, man, they get in the double bonus, and it's like the kids just aren't smart enough. Fucking, I watched Sparty, dude. This is, for example, that was like an 8-0 run for Michigan, right? Sparty gets a three, so we're down by 5 or whatever it is. Then immediately, there's like 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Michigan gets the ball. Shot clock is like 45 seconds. They go down like 5, 4, 3.
Right.
They foul on a pick. It's like,
Right.
you idiots, you might as well foul like right away when they got the ball. You're in a double bonus. It's like you didn't even shoot. Tom Izzo was freaking out. And I agree. So like the college kids are a little bit like not as aware of their situation, but it's just like those whistles are getting aggressive, man. You hate to see it.
That's why for the Nuggets, we might be looking back. Their record while Jokic was out was actually better than a lot of people expected. They beat a few good
Yeah.
teams in there. So that could be huge when we get to the end of the season here as far as our seeding goes because we've seen it come down to one game, literally.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's going to be critical. I am hoping somehow the Spurs get OKC and they could knock them out just because I would rather, and this as a Nuggets fan, I would rather have the Spurs beat the Nuggets in 7 than SGA beating the Nuggets in 7. Just because I find myself would be way more frustrated watching the product of OKC.
Right.
So I like it. I wouldn't mind if Wemby dropped 40
Right.
4 games in a row and we get swept. It wouldn't bother me as much as SGA fucking around, flopping dick, shooting 30 free throws in 2 games.
It's like when we lose to the Lakers and you have to see LeBron out there. It's like I'd rather lose to
Yes.
anybody but the Lakers just because LeBron.
I wouldn't mind losing. I wouldn't mind losing to the Lakers. Shout out to flopping. And I'm not saying Jokic doesn't flop either. That motherfucker's flopping around too. But SGA is just a tough watch. They play super physical on defense too, and it's like you gotta you gotta call both ways. But anyways, let's get into. Did you have any NASCAR shit going on? You got NASCAR update for this weekend?
No, so
This
now
last weekend?
the race, North Carolina got 13 inches of snow over the weekend, so they postponed the race till Wednesday. So it'll actually be going on while we're on here Wednesday. So I'll have some bets beforehand that we can sweat out during Wednesday's show.
You know what else we got this weekend? Shout out to getting wasted. The Waste Management Championship. I went here, boots on ground last year. Epic, man.
Is
Epic.
it
Shout out
weird
to.
they do it the same weekend as Super Bowl?
I think it's one of the best weekends in sports, bro. It really is. Fun little weekend to parlay some shit real quick
Yeah.
for the Phoenix Open. You got Scotty Scheffler plus 225. Second place, Xander plus 1900. It's just ridiculous. Fucking Scotty, man, is crazy, bro. Yeah, I went here last year. I was on the 18th hole in a suite. It was fucking epic, man. Jordan's got tickets to go Thursday, 16th hole. She's flying out. I was like, I can't go, but you need to go. Like boots on
Crazy.
ground. 16th hole is the par three. So it's an incredible thing that everybody should try to do once.
One of the greatest holes in all of golf. Party
Yeah,
hole.
it really is. Like when there's a hole in one, it's crazy. They
So
were
we're
saying that, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so we're doing Scotty and the Seahawks, right? That's the parlay.
Scotty, dude, it's just so hard. He's plus 225. I guess keep betting it until he loses, right? Yeah, I think we take Scotty plus 225. Top five minus 186. There's just no way to make any money off of it, dude. I'm fading Brooks Koepka too. I know he's plus 3,200. You could put a fiver on some of these other guys, dude, like Ricky, fucking JJ Spawn. He won a tournament, more cows down here, but you're right. Why? Just bet it. So waste management, that'll be fun this week. Something fun to watch during the weekend. But yeah, you got NASCAR. Is there a race this weekend?
No, so it's Wednesday.
Okay, are you putting nuts on table or what? Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
start tracking your unit.
This is the Clash one. So I got to see if the odds are even out yet. It's been getting pushed back because they had to cancel all their heat races and
Let me
the
take a
snow.
look.
North Carolina is completely buried in snow. The drivers are literally out in the grandstand shoveling the snow so people can make it for Wednesday.
Is this NASCAR Cup races or what is this?
Yeah, it'll say Cookout Clash. I have it on DraftKings right here too.
Oh, yeah, Denny Hamlin plus 550.
Yeah, I don't think
Elliott, Blaney.
so. Elliott won it last year. Blaney's who I'm leaning. Hey, shout out 12 right here on the hat. Blaney, big Blaney fan. Plus 600, I like that a lot. Larson plus 800. This is going to be a madness race, so I will cook something up and have it out before Wednesday's show. When
I mean, grab two top threes. That should be like your thing. Because if you hit one of them, you're up. You're up.
yeah,
Plus 165 is where it starts. So yeah, just do that. But
so yeah, that's
you're
Wednesday.
putting nuts on table because we're getting tired. We as in me getting tired of you fucking around. Just you guys all laughing at me putting my neck on the line.
Listen, if you've been following me on X, you know where my focus is at. We're on to Daytona. All right, I've been in the lab. I've got all the off-season moves for NASCAR. The least I can do is get a couple plays out for everyone to tail for the weekend. You don't even have to watch. Just set it and forget it.
Real quick, rapid fire. Which wide receiver would you want the Denver Broncos to have more, Debo or Mike Evans?
Mike Evans.
You're sick. I don't think he's leaving Tampa, dude. I
I
really
don't
don't.
either.
I
But
think Baker
mainly
would be
just for
like,
the
what
locker
the
room
fuck?
purposes. Like,
If Debo and Kenneth Walker are Broncos next year, dude, oh my god, I'm copping both jerseys, bro. The anytime touchdown parlays for me would be every week. It would be like the Avs. Shout out to Neca's not he's out, but
Debo
every
actually would be a good fit for Denver as far as like what Sean Payton likes to do. I could see it.
I'm so interested to see what we do with this cap money, man. I'm so excited to. Let's get an NFL news here. So I wrote some shit down. You can talk about what you got too. Davis Webb starting with Denver. He's going to be the offense coordinator. I feel like we knew this was coming. Logan Kilgore is going to be the new quarterback coach, whoever the fuck that is. Davis Webb calling plays. That should be interesting. I like that. If he has a really good year, you know he's going to take a head coaching job somewhere next year. I don't know. Do you think there's going to be a lot of openings next year? Compared this year was catastrophically. There was so many.
Right.
I think next year there's going to be half. You know, like seriously,
It'll
who's
probably
on
be
the
a little
hot seat?
bit
Tampa
more of a
Bay's on the
down
hot
year.
seat, right?
Jets.
Jets. Fuck me, dude. Jets.
You know, there's
Tampa
gonna be
Bay.
one coach that just implodes this year.
You know, if the Chiefs don't make it, you can see Andy Reid stepping away just because he's, like, fuck it.
Right.
Don't need to deal with this.
I thought the Chiefs, it was kind of weird. So Matt Nagy's the offensive coordinator. They hire Eric Bieniemy,
Yeah.
and Andy Reid's like, "Oh, Matt Nagy needs to be a head coach somewhere. He's too good." And he's like, "Yeah, he's so good. You don't even want him back to be your offensive coordinator." Like the Chiefs, I don't know. There's something weird's going on over there.
Where did Bieniemy go to college?
Yeah, let's go Buffs.
Yep. Let's go Buffs. Sean McVay. This was interesting here. I got two things on him. So the Rams extended him in the GM. Obviously, McVay potentially is my number one pick for a head coach. Like if I could do fantasy football edition, it'd be Sean McVay. Probably the most analytical coach too. When you've heard him talk, everybody's heard him
Yeah,
talk. Where it's like, oh, I watch film on fucking Dante Music. This kid, he's fresh out of Cheyenne, fucking Laramie, Colorado. He plays a big three technique. He can also blitz on the outside.
remembers
Loved what
every
he did on
play.
that 2nd and 8. He pulls, follows the guard, hip on tackle, and you're listening to him, and you're just like fucking overwhelmed. Like that motherfucker don't miss a beat. But so great extension there for the Rams. I did see that he's keeping his fingers crossed, quote unquote, that Matthew Stafford will come back. Stafford gives it another year, right?
I think so. I mean, it's unless they win, I could see him doing like. Well, I mean, if they would have won, I could have seen him doing like the walk off. But after the season he's had, he's definitely going to come back. I think.
Yeah, I
Have
think
you
the
seen the list
Rams
of McVay's assistant coaches,
out
like
of
the
control.
coaching tree?
It's like the best coaching tree of all
It's
time.
insane. Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
better than the West Coast offense
it's like the
with the
Shanahan
San
two.
Francisco 49ers. Yeah. Yeah, because he was from that West Coast offense. Fuck, who was that? Bill Walsh,
Yeah,
coach of the 49ers. That tree, everybody went crazy. McCarthy was or not McCarthy. Holmgreen, Shanahan, right? And then you could put like
Gruden.
Kubiak, technically Gruden. Yeah, that's like one of the craziest trees. The Don Shula tree is crazy too, back in the 70s.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think the McVay tree of coaching is potentially the best of all time, especially the young offensive minds. Wanted to say to the ownership, the Wayne Rooney thing. I saw that no black coaches were hired. I kind of wanted to put a take in here just because I think, in my opinion, that there's a lot of really good defensive coordinators that like, you got Vance Joseph, Brian Flores, potentially head coach too. There's not a lot of young offensive minds out there. You got Kubiak and you got these other guys. Like, I don't know what's going on. I saw that Roger Goodell and the Wayne Rooney rule. They're gonna think about it again. I don't know. What were your thoughts on that? Do you have
I
one?
think the
Like,
only one name that was floating around was it the Rams offensive coordinator. Um, he was potentially going to get the Browns job, but I think some of these coaches are just getting smart to where they're like, I'm not going to just jump and take the first opening I can. Let me wait a year. Let me wait for the right fit. So it's almost better that these coaches aren't just taking a job to take a job. Like
yeah,
even
like
Vance Joseph, like, you don't want to go to
congratulations.
the Cardinals, dude.
No, congratulations. You're the head coach of the shitty Browns, and you got
Yeah,
Shadur, and you have Watson. Where it's like, honestly, if I was like the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator somewhere, and I'm like, I'd be like, fuck that. I'm gonna wait. I don't
yeah,
want to go to Cleveland yet. I'll go to Cleveland in 2 years once Watson and that shit's cleared up. Once they tank enough so they can like potentially draft a better quarterback if Shadur don't pan out. Why in the fucking world would you race there today? I
yeah.
guess the bar is low, right? It's like if you go fucking 8 and 9 in Cleveland, that's a dub. It really is a dub. Let's get into the Vikings too. Wanted to talk about that. They fired the GM. In my opinion, this was a late firing. The only reason why they fired him is because of Sam Darnold's success in Seattle. I think they were like, this motherfucker made it to the Super Bowl, dude. Fuck you. I feel bad for this GM because he offered the contract to Sam Darnold to stay, and he also offered the contract to Danny Dimes to stay.
Right.
Danny Dimes thought I have an easier path of long term success in Indy. He did look great earlier in the year. And then Sam Darnold was like, fuck that. He's going to make a little bit more. I think the guaranteed money was stronger. And he also didn't have that rookie, J.J. McCarthy peeping. I, I thought the Vikings general management has been solid. He's got their team in the playoffs 2 out of the last 4 years. Let alone they were 1 year, 2 years ago from being the number one
Yeah.
seed in the NFC. So, uh, kind of shitty firing. It was 100% argue with your mom that he got fired because of his performance. It was Sam Darnold. That's what literally got him fired.
Well, apparently he got fired because he took 2 weeks of or yeah 2 weeks of paternity leave. Did you see that too? That everyone and they're like, I couldn't believe he would take time away. I was shocked because okay, yeah, we know the Darnold thing, but what are you supposed to do? You drafted a first round quarterback. You got to go with your quarterback. And JJ McCarthy hasn't been that bad. I mean, he had a
He's
winning
been
record for
hurt.
him this season. He's been hurt, but they did the right thing. I would
A
almost
lot
been
of
worse.
people,
What are you supposed to do? Just keep if they would have been like, oh yeah, we're going with Daniel Jones over our first round quarterback. People would have lost their mind. You can't do that.
right? A lot of people don't know, dude. The Vikings were one game away from making the playoffs. So I
Yeah,
think if McCarthy can stay healthy and they could actually get Justin Jefferson fed, feed him the fucking rock, Minnesota. Like, god damn it, man.
they've
Or
drafted
trade him to
well.
Denver.
They have a good defense.
Yeah.
Injuries have plagued them, so I was kind of surprised by it. I did see a potential candidate is our own George Payton because of his ties to Minnesota. They were saying like
Yeah.
they can give him some type of promotion, make it more of like a front office and GM role. What do you think? Do you think that's something he'd even entertain or?
I think he'd want to win a Super Bowl in Denver first, and I think he would make a fucking bag to go back there. I saw they're not gonna, the Vikings aren't gonna hire until after the draft, so I don't, which doesn't make sense to me either. It's like, hey, congratulations, Dante, you're the GM. Here's the draft that we just drafted for you. Here you go, McCarthy. Like, fuck it, we drafted a first round quarterback. Well, it's like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do with this shit, man? You know,
So who was
like
making the calls at O'Connell?
they said that the operation, operations of salary cap is taking over. He's going to oversee it, but he already came out and said like, we have a team that does the draft. They're going to do it. I'm going to work with them,
Right.
motherfucker. Like, that's like, God, I don't get the firing of the GM. I really don't. I think that's stupid. But other NFL breaking news: Dolphins D coordinator will be the Ravens defensive coordinator, Anthony Weaver.
Yep.
I don't. What are the Ravens doing? I mean, that just doesn't look like these coaching hires could potentially be better. They still
Jesse
got to pay
Winter.
Lamar too. Lamar said he wants to be the most expensive paid quarterback. Here's my thing on that: you're not the best quarterback, so you don't
No,
deserve it.
no, he's not the best quarterback. And we see what happens when these teams pick players over coaches. It tends to,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes work out, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
it'd be interesting to see if they don't pay him or they pay him like in a 1 year deal, and he gets hurt again. It's like, could he be done in Baltimore?
Just franchise him.
Yeah, franchise tag a quarterback. Packers named Jonathan Gannon potentially the worst head coach of all time. The defensive coordinator. I don't know why they did that too. It's like, I don't know. I mean,
He
sure,
was good with the Eagles,
great.
right?
Yeah, yeah. And then really bad with Arizona. Saints will play first game in Paris in 2026. What's your thought of this European shenanigans? Looks like we're locking in more games in Spain too now. This will be the first game in Paris, 2026. Hopefully that could be Broncos because it's a Saints home game. You know we love playing away games overseas. Everybody gets one. It seems like.
Right.
What's your thoughts of playing next to the Eiffel Tower? I'd imagine it'll be in the same stadium as PSG, Paris Saint Germain. Shout out to them for catching you a dub this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I
What's your
think
thoughts on the European games?
so. I also saw they committed to 9 more games in Spain and Germany too. So I think we're going to get to a point where they added an 18th game. They add in a second bye week to where everyone gets a bye week either before or after their international game to make it fair for
Mm-hmm.
travel. You're seeing some of these teams like the Vikings played, was it 2 or 3? Was
Two
it
games in
two
a
back
row.
to back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
international.
Aunt Geraldine, and your Uncle Fred, they fucked around and they went to Germany first, stayed, they
So
partied all weekend. It was
I don't.
Oktoberfest too. And then they went over to, where was the next one? In Ireland, I
It was
think?
one. Yeah, it was. I think it was Ireland. Yeah,
Yeah.
the first
Yeah,
one.
then they went and watched it. What an epic trip, by the way.
I don't
That
hate
would
it.
be
It
elite.
sucks if you're the team that gets the home game taken away, but I think the trade off is like it's usually the teams that get new stadiums or they're hosting a Super Bowl or something like that. So Denver will be victim to that because we're getting a new stadium, and I bet you we host a Super Bowl one day in that new stadium.
Do you think in our lifetime there will be an NFL team in either Europe or South America? I'll include Mexico in that.
Yes, I do. I
I
think I
think so
do.
too. I think we're looking at two teams
I mean, look
potentially.
at the
I mean, three
halftime
or
show.
four.
You know what I mean? Like this is they're trying to be an international
They
brand.
push that fucking narrative too much, too, dude. I mean, Bad Bunny. I didn't watch any of the Grammys. I guess he cleaned up on the Grammys too. The Grammys are so fake. They're like the Oscars, man. It's like, oh, what's the narrative? Oh, Bad Bunny, Super Bowl. Fuck it, give it to him. It's gonna push the Super Bowl ratings. You know, like don't tell me that they're not trying to do that, man. Like that pushes the halftime show so
Bro,
much.
have you seen Jelly Roll? He's half a person now.
Lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he lost a whole person. He's lost like over 200 pounds almost. He was out there, he was looking good. that was the extent to my Grammys watching was his victory or acceptance speech. I liked what he said. He's like, "I'm just a dumb redneck. I don't know." Outside
I
of
am
Jelly Roll.
not okay. Fucking Jelly Roll, man. Avs
I know
still
you liked
losing
Chappell Roan's
1-0.
outfit.
I didn't watch it, bro. I don't even know who the fuck that is. You got any NFL news here before we wrap this shit up with some NFL Super Bowl player props? Because your boy was cooking, and then Ev swagger jocked me via text message, so I had to get two more. We're gonna
Only
same game parlay this, lock it down Wednesday. Let's start talking about some ones that you like, and then we'll let the people decide.
only couple ones that you missed here was Kubiak. So
Oh
Clint
yeah.
Kubiak, head coach of the Raiders. Kubiak back in the AFC West. He spent time with his dad here in Denver. Obviously Seattle's doing really good, so might actually be a decent hire for the Raiders. And then the Rams make the hire official for Michael Floor. So the brother, the Floor brother out there, but I guess it was between him and VJ, and they chose LaFleur, which is interesting because he's an offensive coach. So what are we going to do with Kyler? I saw
Mm-hmm.
that if the Cardinals do move on from Kyler, the Steelers could be a potential landing spot if Rodgers does not come back, which would just be typical Steelers. So
I had a thought about Kyler Murray. The Rams.
little
The Rams.
little Sean McVay project.
Little shake and bake. That would be interesting, dude. That would take that offense to be just imagine a little bit more mobility with Sean McVay. I
Right.
think that would be fucking crazy interesting.
I don't know if he's a good
Just
enough
some
passer.
no, dude. I think that McVay, you know how they do that fucking motion jet sweep shit. I think it would be so crazy
If
if they were
anyone could
able to
do it, it'd
have.
be McVay. That's for sure.
Yes, I think the NFL would be put on notice if he did that, and I feel like they could trade a second rounder for that and just be like, hey,
Oh yeah.
Stafford's, like I'm not even worried about Stafford, you know.
And
So
then the last one was Raheem Morris is going to be the 49ers defensive coordinator.
yeah,
So
really good hire for
there's
them.
another coordinator hire.
Really good hire for them. I expect them to invest in that defense in this offseason and invest in a fucking trainer. San Francisco. The only person that stayed healthy was surprise, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just crazy. They
because
need to
he's
stay
using those
healthy, man.
EMF blockers. He's
They
not
need to
letting.
stay healthy. Crazy division. Um, just stacked division. Best division in football, in my opinion. All right, let's talk some Super Bowl props here. For those of you that don't know, Super Bowl Sunday, aka get out of the rock that you fucking went living under. Seahawks are favorited. Dante, I don't see a world where fucking dickhead Drake May beats him. He also has a lingering shoulder issue. I don't know if people know or not. The homie likes to run. I don't necessarily love that. His prop for the over under for rushing, I was looking at it. I really wanted it. It was 40. I'm like, yucky. So I leaned my boy, Kenneth Walker, future fucking Bronco. I got 3 picks for him. Ev stole 2 of them. So Ev's got his rushing yards at 70, minus 128 for Kenneth Walker. I know New England is actually pretty tough against the run. Shout out to Harvey. I just think Kenneth Walker is a fucking dog. His anytime touchdowns, the Super Bowl, it's like the leading candidate. Minus 195. It was minus 210 at one point. That's dipping down. I feel like that's free money. Last one on K9, which I kind of like the most. 20 receiving yards or 23 receiving yards, minus 114. I kind of like building that same game parlay around him. Plus, he's a fucking dog, and I love him. I've been watching him for years. Shout out
Right.
to him as a Michigan State guy. So I like those ones. I got another one, which I don't know. Am I just betting it because of Cardi B? Stephon Diggs, 44 receiving yards. I know I get scared of Witherspoon. I just think Diggs is somebody you got to move around, right? He's their number one. It just worries me, man. I don't know how productive that offense is going to be.
That was my brother's Super Bowl lock was Diggs anytime touchdown because Cardi B too. So and
Yeah.
just the whole picture of him like watching the celebration, um, it'd be like a full circle type deal.
What player props you got for us? So there's 4 from me. I guess which one has the least chance of hitting? We'll do K9. Touchdown is Evs. And then we'll give Ev the rushing yards for K9. I'll take his receiving and I'll take Diggs 44 yards receiving.
Okay, I got a couple here. First one, Mac Hollins, 28 plus yards receiving.
Love
That's
it.
minus 110.
I
He's had
hate him, by the way.
55 yards receiving in 6 of his last 7 games. So,
What's the
um,
line? 28?
yeah, 28
28 yards minus, what's the odds?
minus 110.
Love that. Nice and juicy.
And then I have a interesting one here. I think I'm going to do Drake May and Sam Darnold 200 plus yards passing each. This comes out to plus 102, so it's about almost even money. May has hit 16 of 20 games, and Darnold's hit 13 of 19 games this season. I know it's couple the defenses are both good, but a couple of offenses that I think are going to be pass heavy. You
Mm-hmm.
mentioned it's just K9. For whatever reason, Patriots they didn't play Henderson at all versus the Broncos. He had 3 snaps, so I
Yeah.
think they're going to be relying on the pass a lot. That's one I like a lot as well. And then another one, flyer, I'm going to be putting a little, maybe a fiver on. Will there be a kickoff return for a touchdown plus 2,200? Give me the yes. Rashid Shaheed back there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible. Even the Patriots have had some good special team play this year, so plus 2,200, worth taking a flyer on.
Yeah, going in line with that, I was thinking Super Bowl MVP. So think about it, dude. There's if you get a kick return for a touchdown,
Right,
potentially you could win it. That's Shaheed, right?
right.
Also, a deep ball. Like, could you not see a world, hypothetically, where he catches a touchdown of some sort and then returns a punt or a kick? I'm not even saying for six. He just gets a couple really big ones
He could
in a
have
low
2 big
scoring
plays.
16-10 type of
Yeah,
game, right? Um, yeah, no, I
what
like
are
him. He's
his odds at?
plus 3,000 for Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, pretty sexy, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to play some money on him. I do. DraftKings has the longest touchdown thing, or FanDuel does, or whatever. Shahid's gonna be bet there. Kenneth Walker's gonna be bet. But I also like Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, minus 122. I don't know. It's just the offensive weapons, right? Cooper Cup could get one. In Jigba, we know how fucking great he is.
Yeah.
He's been slaughtering the playoffs too. Yeah, and Jigba is just literally 100 yards every game. So I kind of like Darnold to get 2 tutties there. We'll have to really lock it in Wednesday. We'll cook up the same game parlay once we get Ed back.
A couple,
But
I saw there was a bunch of little like one off ones, like DraftKings didn't have the odds for it, but AJ Barner over 1 or 0.5 rushing yards because he's their tush
mm-hmm,
push quarterbacks. Like if you can get like
yeah,
a
the
little weird
tight
prop
end.
like that, there's some touchdown ones like Bobo or Cooper Cup are pretty low down on the list that have been hidden. So it it's gonna be a Super Bowl where I don't really care about the team, so I'm just gonna be finding prop bets.
Yeah, we got to find some props, man. There was one year where I like grabbed. Remember Tampa Bay when they beat the Chiefs? Me and my dad got this big ass refrigerator box. We flipped it around and we wrote down all of our bets and we just like hung it up. And then we were like, check, check. And it was Gronk to score. Fucking, he scored first and he scored two. That's literally like what I had. We had the coin toss. Those of you who don't know, Johnny Rock, shout out Johnny Rock, puts 500 on the coin toss every year. He's already talking to me about it. It's the most nerve
Does
wracking
he do
fucking
heads or
thing.
tails every time, or it changes it up?
He changes it up because he's a sicko. I usually do heads because of Aqib Talib. You got to get the heads first, and it just heads. So yeah, he's always betting crazy on the coin toss, and it's nerve wracking. But yeah, dude, we had fucking Gronk too. We had fucking every statistic for playoff Lenny that hit. Gronk statistics, Bucks first half, fucking
Gatorade color.
Bucks. No, I didn't bet Gatorade color. I feel like that's a stupid one. But yes, if anybody if anybody has some intel, I think I would be doing that. I wouldn't mind
Maybe we
doing
should
that.
put out a little crew talk prop sheet here because
Yeah,
it's kind of fun doing those, putting them all together. I like do like the over under on the national anthem. Um,
yeah, we can just literally Wednesday just spend time cruising through some fun ones, some surgical ones. I brought two, you brought two. We'll cook up some same game parlays, and we'll just literally sit on them and just watch
yeah,
it, man. Me and Jordan were talking about getting some dumplings, bring them back to the house, and just watching it. How fucking epic does that sound? Which is shitty because if you think about it, I would have been in San Francisco, man, if we
I
would have
know.
won it. But
We're an ankle
fucking
away.
fucking Bo Nix, man. I know we would have won by two
Dumplings.
scores.
That's an interesting Super Bowl snack.
I mean, just mixing it up, right? Like just mixing it up. We're gonna go ice fishing again Saturday, so I got to get surgical and do some research for you guys Friday night. Um, but yeah, big fisher. Shout out to that fucking beaver or groundhog, whatever that sawed shadow. Love seeing it.
Fox Tawny Phil.
Uh huh. Shout out to Phil, the fucking
Yeah,
legend, because he made it six more
that
weeks of
asshole.
winter.
I was really looking forward to summer.
I was pumped because I'm like, yes, yes, we need to ice fish. Love doing it. So that about wraps this up, man. Keep your eyes peeled for Chilla Bets. Lock in some college basketballs. Dante, what time's the race and where can we watch it Wednesday?
Wednesday, 6 p.m. on Fox or Fox Sports 1. They've got like the qualifying races at 4, and then the actual races at
We
6.
just want the race.
We
Yeah.
just want the race.
Yeah, we're just trying to watch the race. Shout out to the Avs. It's 1-0. Fuck me. I just need so many goals to be scored. Other than that, man, it was a great weekend. We got picks coming. We got picks going. Chilla Bets locking in. Potentially own 5 night again. Fuck me. Let me see. Go ahead, Dante. Tell them about your week. Let me calculate.
I was gonna say, rumor has
How much
it
fun.
Ev did make it back from Cancun, so he'll be back. We've been missing him. Saw a lot of the Broncos players down there, Cancun on 3. They're actually all at the Pro Bowl right now. I don't know if you saw any of the practice from the Pro Bowl, but it's the biggest joke ever. They're really out there like it looks like a first grade flag football practice. You got Garrett Bowles snapping the ball to Shador Sanders. It's just hilarious.
Jesus
Talking about
Christ.
being all time quarterback. They're going to be playing dodgeball. I mean, tune in.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like I would rather watch Coco Melon with Lou than
Flippy.
the nut shit. Bluey. Blippy. Bluey. Yeah. Negative. All right. Dante, we forgot. Surprise segment. We got 3 minutes. Let's talk about it. Go to, I will say fast food. We could do Uber Eats. It's got to be like either Uber Eats or fast food. Let's say hypothetically you're leaving a football Bronco game, you're starving. You're like, I gotta eat, man. It's Saturday night. You're not worried about the hangover tomorrow. What are you getting? Let's bounce back and forth. Let's do a draft until we either run out of ideas or we repeat ourselves. You started off with the number one pick. And
I've
you
got
can't
my
say like fucking Applebee's. Like, no, it's got to be like convenient.
no. This is my go-to drunk fast food order. Has been since day one. You go to McDonald's, you get a hot and spicy McChicken, and you get a McDouble. You take off the 2 buns and you put them together. That's it. That's the move right there. It's just the drunkest meal ever, but nothing beats it.
McDonald's is your number one pick.
Hot and spicy McDouble, throw it together. The classic, what do they call that? The McGangbang.
The McGangbang.
Number one overall pick. That's my favorite
Okay.
one.
Number two pick here. We're not gonna fucking surprise anybody. It's Taco Bell, man. Just get the 12 party box, crunchy soft, mix it up, whatever you got to do. It's fucking like $15. Just order it, get a Baja Blast, and go home and just devour. I like doing that because I will if I'm there, if I'm like there, you know what I'm talking about. I'll put down 12 tacos. It won't even phase me, dude. And then I'll literally fall asleep and then wake up and be like, did I really eat 12 fucking tacos and 30 packets of hot sauce? And then
There's
I'm
just
just like,
shredded lettuce and empty hot sauce packets everywhere.
everywhere, dude, everywhere. Yeah, so that's really impressive, and you love to see it. But what do you got for your second pick?
One that's
We'll
a
cruise through a
staple now
couple
that
more.
they open it up from in between where I'm at and where the stadiums are at is got to be Canes. Give me the Caniac combo. I need 15 sides of sauce and just
Oh, that
the cane
sauce.
sauce.
See, Cane's to me is like Popeyes, man. I mean, it's not Chick-fil-A. It's not gonna make it. I'm not a big Cane's guy.
Not a big
I'm not.
Canes guy.
I'm not a guy. I'm not a fan of a guy like of a menu that has two items. Especially when I
That's
got a
why it's
little
the
buzz
best though,
going.
because when everyone
I like to diversify my portfolio, aka, as I said, I ordered just fucking 12 tacos. Yeah,
That's
right.
why it's the best when you got a big group of people though, because you don't have to dick around with, oh, what do you want? What do you No, we're just getting tenders and fries and a lot of sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, no arguing with anybody there. You just get it and then move on. All right, I'll go. Super underrated spot. I hate to be talking about tacos. It also has the name taco in it. They recently closed these motherfuckers down. It reopened. Chilo Betts could have been the first fucking person there. Del Taco.
Oh
It's
my
right up by the
gosh.
cribbo.
Oh my gosh.
I This is why I love a good Del Taco, man. You can get some soft tacos. They're 69 cents or $1, whatever they are. They're cheap as fuck. I remember a time where they used to be 49 cents on Tuesdays, and I would literally go. It's also, they got burgers, they got fries. Talking about diversifying the portfolio, Del Taco is an underrated establishment, good bang for buck, right up the street to the cribbo. I Uber Eats this shit very often. This is also a hangover spot. So it's also multi-purposeful. You can get it while you're buzzed up. You're intoxicated, you're wasted, you're starving. The lady's yelling at you, I don't want tacos. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you a burger. Get you a nice greasy fucking hamburger. I'm gonna smash the tacos. She's gonna be like, did you order Uber Eats from two different spots? Yes, I got you. No, it was Del Taco. Diversifying the portfolio is key when you're intoxicated. Del Taco, second round sleeper. Last pick, who you got?
Simple man, another place that's just a one stop shop, In and Out. I mean, cheap burger. You know what you're getting every single
So
time.
overrated.
Dude, their
So
fries aren't even
overrated.
good, but their burger, that little burger just fucking hits home. And I love going in there. They're so well oiled. They're like, it looks like that movie, The Founder. They're all in their pearly whites. Like it looks like a sweatshop. You're just watching the whole time, like, oh my god, this place is run better than my life.
Yeah, I do like a nice, organized, clean place, but I'm also talking like Uber Eats, where I don't give a fuck what it looks like. Let me see here. But yes, I do like the inside of an In and Out. Okay, I got one more pick. I'm trying to.
There's something cool about plus like at the outlets down there in Denver when you go into In and Out after a game. There's like 10 other people wearing their jerseys. They just came from the game too. So you're kind of having that debrief, to talk shit about the game. So I gotta say that that maybe plays into it a little bit for me too. Is just like the
Yeah,
environment of it a little bit.
yeah. I will say, dude, shout out to Kansas beating Texas Tech 64-61 right now. That's in Lubbock. Speaking of Texas, this is a great one, man. I don't know. I think there's one in Colorado right now, dude. It's an oldie but a goodie. People don't know what it is. It's Whataburger.
Oh my
Love this
god.
place
Oh,
here. Dude, I'm a huge fan of Whataburger. You can get breakfast all day. It's sickening. I used to get breakfast, lunch, and dinner from Whataburger sometimes just because it's like, man, you can get creative with the menu. Again, diversifying the portfolio is important for me. They got great maple sticks too. It's a breakfast go to. Whataburger's great. It's 24/7. You can literally get those maple sticks at 2:30 in the afternoon, man. I mean, whatever you want, Whataburger. The first Whataburger was in Corpus Christi too. It used to be just a vibe, right there on the beach, right next to the Selena Memorial. So, go check her out, pay your respects, cruise over to Whataburger, pay respects to your stomach, smash it. I think it's a great drunk hungover spot because it's just always open, man. It's like the moon. It's there. It's the sun's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, Whataburger's gonna be open. You love the consistency. The key is key. So those are my three. You will not find a taco at Whataburger, so I switched it up for you.
I know I got some family in Texas and they will die on the hill. Whataburger is second to none. It is the best out there. I've had it once. Need to try it again before I can give an honest opinion. They do have a pretty big menu. I'll give them that. I think if you're going
Yeah.
hangover breakfast, give me McDonald's, a McGriddle. I mean, you kidding me?
No, I think
McDonald's
that's not
breakfast.
bad, dude. But the Whataburger breakfast is so much more elite. Those maple sticks are just absolutely flames, bro. I see. Here's my thing. If you go to Whataburger and you're like, "Ew, this is gross," you ordered the wrong fucking thing. You have 400 things you could have ordered. And you ordered something that you didn't like. That's like going to fucking Subway, right? Making a sandwich and being like, "They fucked this up." No, dude, you're the one that put all the shit on the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love when people are like, "Oh, dude, my sandwich sucked from Subway." Fucking blame yourself. Here, look in the mirror. That's what's fucking wrong with your sandwich. Is you. You're the one who put fucking olives and lettuce and banana peppers and fucking
It's like you
turkey
don't get
breast.
chicken at the Mexican restaurant. You gotta know you go to some of these places, just don't get So many times. That's why In-N-Out, Cane's, you can't go wrong. It's foolproof.
Yeah, you like small menu items because I think your brain's like, oh, it's easier for me. I like a sophisticated lot of option menus. I like those boxes, which was bullshit too. I remember a time, dude, at Taco Bell, real quick. Let me rant. The fucking Crunchwrap Supreme box. It used to be a beefy 5 layer fucking Crunchwrap Supreme and a crispy taco and a drink. That shit was five flat. It was $5 flat. You're paying $5.49 with tax. Swipe it, boom, you're in and out of there. Dude, God forbid. Now, if you even try to get a box, they got like $9 boxes, and they got less food than that. That's why I'm always like looking at the boxes, and I'm like, what the fuck is this chalupa nacho cinnamon twist? I don't want that shit, bro. I want the fucking Crunchwrap Supreme
And
box.
that's the problem with Taco Bell. They change their menu so much. You go to
Yeah,
get something like, oh, that's not on our menu anymore.
I know it's just bullshit.
Every single
Yeah,
time.
what's up with restaurants having like secret menus too? I feel like I should take advantage of that, but I just feel like they
Talk.
would yell at me if I walk in there and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna order something from the secret menu," and they're like, what is it? And you're like, the double crunch wrap fucking tostada. And they're like, you're an asshole. I feel like if you order something from a secret menu, I don't care where you're at, they're gonna be like, you're a dickhead. Because I gotta go Google it. It's like ordering a drink at a bar, at like a dive bar, for example, and it's like, oh, I want a spicy, tango fucking mojito. It's like, you really making me Google that?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you. You know,
No, it's
like
like
just
I remember back in the day with Sonic, we were on the dirty sodas. We called them an orgasm. It was a dirty soda, and you go up to the window, you'd be like, "Let me get one orgasm." Thought you're funny as shit. Now it's just a dirty soda. Everyone's doing it. It's the most popular thing
yeah.
out there.
It's like going to Walgreens when you're younger and checking out the condoms. You know damn well you shouldn't be doing that, but you're doing it. You're young.
You're buying duct tape,
Yeah,
a ski mask, and condoms.
yeah, you're fucking around in the condom aisle at Walgreens. You sick fuck. Honorable mention, Sonic. I think we both can agree. Go
Yeah.
to. I don't want to fucking. It sounds greasy and gross. The mozzarella sticks slap. Me and Lou eat the shit out of them. They got chili dogs. Christ, we don't need to be eating that, don't they?
See, that's the
Uh,
thing. We're limited up here. I miss being down there. You guys got some options, that's for sure. Like
yeah, dude.
good times. Oh, I haven't had good times in forever.
Good times is
A little
okay.
Bambino burger,
Johnny Rock loves some good times, and I can't blame him. It isn't
the
bad.
wild
Um,
sauce.
yeah, we did have some Chick-fil-A tonight. So I was gonna say I was craving fast food, but Trillo Betts put down eight fucking nuggies. It's funny. Jordan's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, I want the number one original crispy chicken sandwich meal with fries." And she's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Oh, but wait, there's more. Let me get the fucking 8-piece chicken nuggets too." She's like, oh, yeah, I'll have a couple of those. Well, then make it a 10-piece.
Get the 12 piece and get
Give me
extra
the
Chick Fil
fucking
A sauce because you're not having enough of
yeah.
mine.
Give me the 15. Yeah, and give me Polynesian. The best sauce tastes the Polynesian. Argue with your mom.
You got to get the
Polynesian
spicy
sauce is
sandwich.
good.
If you're not getting the spicy sandwich at Chick Fil A, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree. I guess I would.
And
You
low
know
key,
what?
a Chick Fil A milkshake. Oh my god,
I don't fuck with milkshakes. Maybe I should. I was craving like an iced coffee this morning. Random fact. Send me the recipes for making some iced coffees at the crib. But yeah, I drove by Dutch Bros and I was like, maybe I should get a nice coffee. But I always fuck up the order and I get like a black coffee on ice and it's no, then they put like vanilla in it. And I'm like, this isn't what I envisioned in my head, man.
dude!
Double shot.
All you gotta do is go on TikTok, type in the place you're going, and then put secret menu, and you'll get 15 drinks that look like they came straight out of a magazine on your feed.
Dude, I don't like ordering shit on the secret menu. I just told you. It's like going to a bar and ordering like a candy apple shot. They're like, what the fuck, man? Why wouldn't you
No,
just
it's
get
a
like
it's a Dutch Bros. It's nothing's on the secret.
peppermints?
They're just begging for you to put some syrup and shit on there,
I know. Yeah, they charge you
and
per
then your
squeeze
drink
too.
costs $16.
I know you're like, what the fuck? I don't want to pay for the guy in front of me or behind me. Anyways, all right, W episode. Big shout out to Ev. He's back Wednesday. We got picks. Dante, nuts on table. We might have to do the podcast a little earlier Wednesday so I can watch you just physically sweating with your nuts on the table.
Yeah,
We'd love to see your percentage. We're gonna have to have Ev start like betting hockey. He's got to put nuts on table too. I think we just got to start doing it.
yeah.
This is bullshit. I can only go 2 of 3 tonight. or 2 and 3, which will move me to like 19 and 14. You boys got to dial in. Not a lot of options today, I will say. Tomorrow, we got a better slate. Miami of Ohio playing Buffalo. You love to see it, 22 and 0. Duke, Boston College. Duke should win by a million. Chillabets will be throwing these picks out here for you guys tomorrow. Anyways, it was a great episode. Dante, appreciate you hopping on as always. We got a great week of sports. Let's lock the fuck in. Scotty Scheffler, Waste Management. You got NASCAR for us.
Super Bowl picks.
Super Bowl picks. Big Super Bowl week. Is it me? It's just kind of hard to get into the Super Bowl, man. It's because I'm salty. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I'm a little salty and sad. Anyways, shout out to the new setup. Dante, we are hardwired too.
Yeah,
by the way.
much better. Much better.
Is it? Yeah, we are hardwired. Shout out to this stud back here, by the way, Dante. That was a pick six. That was a pick six. Shout out to Mountain Range High School, for those of you that don't know. Otherwise, let's have a great week. Happy Monday. Have a great Tuesday. Dante, lock the fuck in. Nuts on table. Dante is.
Wednesday.
Anyways.
Be there.
Be there. Be square. We'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your week. Deuces.